Life is short and fraught with uncertainty for those who dwell on the past, overlook the present, and dread the future. That's the essence of why Stoicism, an ancient yet strikingly relevant philosophy, offers us a roadmap to lead a virtuous and fulfilling life amidst the chaos that surrounds us. Far from being mere theory, Stoicism serves as a practical toolkit for navigating life's vicissitudes, managing stress effectively, and fulfilling our deepest aspirations. In this video, I'm excited to unveil 7 Stoic habits that you should integrate into your nightly routine. These habits are not just transformative. They are foundational practices that can bolster your resilience, refine your focus, and enhance your overall well-being. It will not only fortify your mental and emotional fortitude, but also guide you toward living a life infused with greater purpose and serenity. Stay tuned as we delve deep into each of these practices, exploring their ancient roots and how they can be applied in our modern lives. And if you're keen on transforming the way you think about and respond to the world's challenges, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Join me on this journey to embrace Stoicism not just as a philosophy, but as a way of life, ensuring that each night enriches your soul and prepares you for tomorrow's triumphs. Let's embark on this transformative journey together, exploring each habit in detail and uncovering how the wisdom of Stoic philosophy can be applied day by day, night by night. Stick with me until the end. Learn the practices that can change how you live your life. And if you find value in our discussion, hit the subscribe button to join our growing community of modern Stoics. Together, we'll explore the rich tapestry of Stoic wisdom and learn to cultivate a life of discipline, dignity, and deep personal satisfaction. Habit 1. Review your day. Every night before you go to sleep, you're presented with a golden opportunity to reflect on your day and evolve into a better version of yourself. This practice isn't about dwelling on mistakes or failures. It's about learning from your experiences and paving the way for personal growth. Seneca, one of the most revered Stoic philosophers, was a staunch advocate of daily reflection. Each evening, he would take the time to ponder his actions and their outcomes, asking himself critical questions such as, what did I do well today? What could I have done better? What did I learn from today's experiences? Writing down these reflections doesn't just bring them into a clearer focus. It transforms them into tangible actions. This methodical review allows you to track your progress over time, helping you to identify patterns and pinpoint areas for improvement. This is not just about making better decisions tomorrow, but about molding yourself into the person you aspire to be. By embracing this nightly routine, you'll cultivate wisdom and strengthen your character. You'll start to see life through a clearer lens, understanding what truly matters. This clarity will lead you to value your daily interactions and experiences more deeply, inspiring further growth and self-mastery. Seneca believed that real knowledge comes from self-assessment. As he famously said, nightly consider what you used to do, how you have been, what you have done, what you have said, regret what is evil, and rejoice in the good. This kind of introspection is the cornerstone of Stoicism, fostering resilience and equanimity in the face of life's fluctuation. Reflecting each night allows you to conclude your day with intention and purpose. It's not just a routine, but a ritual that enriches your understanding of yourself and your path. It encourages you to ask, how have my actions today aligned with my core values? And how can I live more virtuously? These are the questions that drive profound self-improvement and foster a life of meaning and satisfaction. Stoicism teaches us that every day is a chance to get better, and no experience is trivial if we can learn from it. By making nightly reflection a habit, you are committing to a life of continuous learning and improvement. You will find that this practice not only enhances your night, but also enriches your days, making each moment more meaningful and your decisions more thoughtful and aligned with your true self. Engaging in this reflective practice nightly, you are not just passing through life, but actively shaping it, crafting a legacy of wisdom and strength that is the true mark of a Stoic. Remember, the journey to self-improvement is perpetual and nuanced, and each night offers a fresh canvas upon which to paint your progress. Habit 2. Meditate on your mortality, memento mori. One of the foundational teachings of Stoicism involves a profound acceptance of mortality, not as a cause for despair, but as a powerful motivator to live with purpose and urgency. Each night, give yourself a moment to contemplate the undeniable truth that life is indeed fleeting. Ask yourself reflective questions like, if I knew tonight was my last, would I be proud of how I lived today? What would I regret not doing or saying? What truly matters to me in the grand scheme of things? This practice, known as memento mori, serves as a compelling reminder of life's impermanence, urging you not to squander time on trivialities, but to invest it in pursuits that enrich your soul and contribute to your legacy. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic himself, famously noted, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." His words echo the Stoic philosophy of living each moment as though it were your last, making choices that align with your deepest values and aspirations. By meditating on your mortality, you will come to value each day more deeply. You'll find clarity that cuts through the noise of everyday distractions, allowing you to focus on what's truly important. This clarity is not morbid, but invigorating, driving you to act with conviction and live authentically. Moreover, reflecting on the end of life can transform your understanding of what it means to live fully. It prompts you to forge meaningful relationships, engage with your community, and leave a positive mark on the world. It encourages you to ask, am I living in a way that makes a positive difference? And how will I be remembered if today were my last? Memento mori is not just a call to action, it's a philosophy that enriches your everyday living. It teaches you that by embracing the inevitability of death, you can live a life brimming with intention and joy. It helps strip away the superficial and hone in on what is genuinely significant: relationships, aspirations, and personal growth. Embracing this practice nightly cultivates a mindset where every morning feels like a fresh opportunity to do something meaningful. Each day becomes a chance to improve, love, to learn, and to give, all with the awareness that time is precious and not to be wasted. Incorporating memento mori into your nightly routine is a powerful way to live stoically, aligning your daily actions with your ultimate values and ensuring that you live not just passively, but with a proactive zest for life and a clear focus on what truly matters. As you lie down each night, let this meditation on mortality remind you that every day is a gift. Be used wisely, urging you to rise each morning, the renewed commitment to live fully and fearlessly. Habit 3. Read Stoic literature. Before drifting off to sleep, carve out a few quiet moments to immerse yourself in Stoic literature. This simple yet profound habit has the power not only to expand your knowledge, but also to anchor the Stoic principles that can guide your life through both calm and storm. The wisdom of the Stoics is timeless. By engaging with their writings each night, you arm yourself with a steady mind and a resilient torsus. You don't need to read a lot, just a few pages or even a single passage from works like Marcus Aurelius's Meditations, Seneca's Letters from a Stoic, or Epictetus' Discourses. These texts are rich with insight into the nature of life, death, virtue, and duty. Every line is crafted to remind us how to live wisely, to focus on what truly matters, and to navigate life with grace. By reading even a small section of these works before bed, you allow their timeless wisdom to seep into your mind. You'll discover invaluable lessons on how to face adversity with calmness, how to focus only on what you can control, and how to align your actions with your core values. It's a reminder that even the most challenging situations can be met with patience and perspective. Marcus Aurelius, for instance, reminds us, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes a way. This simple quote can revolutionize how you perceive obstacles. Instead of seeing them as barriers, you start to view challenges as opportunities for growth. By reading such passages each night, you remind yourself that difficulties are part of life's design, and embracing them is a path to greater strength. But reading Stoic literature isn't just about absorbing words. It's about application. As you read, ask yourself, how can I integrate this lesson into my life tomorrow? What specific actions can you take to embody the teachings of the Stoics in your daily interactions and decisions? Let the wisdom of the ancient philosophers shape how you think, how you act, and how you approach each day that follows. Use their insights to navigate the uncertainties of life better. Imagine going to bed each night with the words of Marcus Aurelius echoing in your mind. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Reflecting on this, you'll wake up more determined to lead a life of integrity, focused on action rather than deliberation. This nightly practice fosters a mindset of calm and control, reminding you that while you cannot always control what happens to you, you can always control how you respond. Habit 4. Detach from external things. One of the most profound teachings of Stoicism is the understanding that we should not allow our happiness or sadness to depend on things outside of our control, whether it's wealth, fame, material possessions, even the opinions and actions of others. The Stoics realized that the only thing we can truly control is our own mind and our own will. Everything else is beyond our grasp. And placing our emotional well-being in the hands of uncontrollable forces will only lead to frustration and suffering. This realization is incredibly freeing. The moment you detach from external things, you release yourself from the emotional roller coaster comes from their inevitable rise and fall. By focusing on what you can control, your thoughts, actions, and your responses to life's challenges, you build a life of inner peace and stability that no external event can shake. One effective way to practice this detachment is through the Stoic technique called negative visualization. This involves actively imagining the loss of the things you value most, your money, your possessions, even your relationships, and asking yourself key questions like, how would I endure if I lost this? How could I still find joy, even without it? How would I grow from this experience? By mentally rehearsing these potential losses, prepare yourself for the uncertainties of life. You train your mind to acknowledge that nothing in this world is guaranteed to stay with you forever, and that true contentment comes not from clinging to what you have, but from cultivating an attitude of gratitude and resilience. Practicing negative visualization doesn't mean you expect bad things to happen, nor does it make you pessimistic. On the contrary, it empowers you to appreciate what you have while you have it, and at the same time, strengthens you for the inevitable moments of change or loss. This habit helps you see that your happiness isn't tied to your circumstance, but rather to your mindset. It may seem unsettling at first to imagine losing the things you care about, but this exercise builds incredible mental resilience. If you can imagine enduring the worst and still maintaining your peace, then you'll be much less likely to be rattled when life throws challenges your way. You become adaptable and able to pivot gracefully in response to unexpected events. The Stoics remind us that everything external is subject to change. Money comes and goes, reputations rise and fall, and even relationships evolve. By practicing detachment, you reduce the power that these external factors have over your emotional state. As Epictetus wisely noted, it is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This simple truth lies at the heart of Stoic resilience. Through detachment, you cultivate an internal locus of control. You no longer allow the world to dictate how you feel or react. Instead, your emotions become rooted in your values, your character, and your inner strength. This inner freedom means you can find happiness and fulfillment even when external circumstances are less than ideal. Imagine the power of being able to wake up each day and know that no matter what happens, whether you succeed or fail, whether you gain or lose, you will remain centered, grounded, and content. This is the essence of Stoic detachment. It doesn't mean that you don't care about the things in your life. Rather, it means that you don't let them define your sense of worth or well-being. By practicing this habit consistently, you free yourself from the chains of external dependencies. You no longer need the approval of others to feel validated, nor do you require wealth or material success to experience joy. You create your sense of happiness, one that is firmly rooted in your mind, values, and actions. You become the architect of your own life, unaffected by the ups and downs of the world around you. Habit 5. Focus on your purpose. Everyone has a purpose. The unique mission or calling in life that drives them, a reason for being that goes beyond day-to-day tasks. For the Stoics, keeping this purpose at the forefront of your mind was not just important, It was essential. They believed that living with purpose, or telos, was the key to a meaningful and fulfilling life. Each night, you have the opportunity to reconnect with this purpose and align your actions with your higher goals. Before you drift off to sleep, ask yourself, what is my purpose in life? What is the most excellent way to pursue it? What can I do tomorrow to move one step closer to fulfilling it? This nightly reflection ensures that you're living intentionally, not just letting life happen to you. It's about cultivating prososh, a constant awareness and attention to what truly matters. This practice grounds you in your purpose, helping you resist distractions and stay on the path toward achieving what's most important. Focusing on your purpose doesn't mean you need to have all the answers right away. Your purpose can evolve. What's important is that you consistently reflect on it, adapt, and take conscious steps toward fulfilling it. By asking yourself these questions every night, you can course correct and refocus, ensuring that each day brings you closer to living out your purpose. It's easy to get lost in the distractions of life. We get caught up in work, social obligations, and the constant flood of information from the outside world. But if you don't take the time to pause and reflect, you might find yourself drifting, living someone else's dream, or simply reacting to whatever comes your way. The Stoics knew this all too well. That's why Marcus Aurelius often wrote in his meditations about the importance of knowing your purpose and committing to it fully. Stop whatever you're doing for a moment and ask yourself, am I afraid of death because I won't be able to do this anymore? By constantly reminding yourself of your purpose, you strengthen your ability to stay on track, even when the world is pulling you in different directions. Purpose brings clarity. It helps you prioritize, manage your time effectively, and cut through the noise of life. When you know your why, the how becomes easier to figure out. Purpose gives you a reason to get out of bed in the morning, persevere through tough times, and resist temptations that steer you off course. Each night, as you reflect on your purpose, consider not only your long-term goals, but also how you're spending your time each day. Ask yourself, am I using my time wisely? Am I focusing on things that matter, or am I getting lost in trivial pursuits? This level of self-awareness is vital to living a purposeful life. It's not enough to have a goal. You must also align your daily actions with that goal. Habit 6. Practice gratitude. Gratitude is one of the most transformative Stoic practices, offering a simple yet profound way to shift your perspective and find peace amidst life's chaos. Each night, before you go to sleep, take a moment to reflect on the things you're grateful for. Even amid hardship, there is always something worth appreciating. Gratitude helps you reframe your day and reminds you of the abundance already present in your life. Ask yourself, what went well today? What am I thankful for in my life? Who or what made my day better? By practicing gratitude, you shift your focus away from what's lacking and turn it toward the blessings you already have. This simple change in perspective can have a powerful effect on your mental and emotional well-being. When you focus on what's good in your life, even the smallest victories and joys becomes easier to navigate challenges with resilience and optimism. The Stoics believed in cultivating a mindset that recognizes the gifts of life, regardless of its difficulty. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Do not indulge in dreams of what you have not, but reckon up the chief of the blessings you do possess, and then thankfully remember how you would crave for them. They were not yours." This powerful reminder encourages us to stop fixating on what we lack and start appreciating what we already possess. The more you practice gratitude, the more you realize that even during the toughest times, there is always something to be thankful for. Gratitude also fosters humility. When you reflect on the things you're grateful for, you acknowledge that much of what you have, whether it's relationships, opportunities, or even health, is not solely a product of your own doing. You recognize the role that others and the world around you play in your life. This humbling realization reminds you of your interconnectedness with the world and helps you cultivate a deeper sense of appreciation for the people and circumstances that contribute to your happiness. Each night, write down at least 3 things you're grateful for. These can be small or large, ordinary or extraordinary. Maybe you're grateful for a peaceful moment you had during the day, conversation with a loved one, or the opportunity to work toward your goals. The act of writing down your gratitude makes it more real and tangible. It becomes a record of the positive things in your life, a collection of moments that you can look back on during tougher times to remind yourself of the goodness that exists. Practicing gratitude regularly helps you build mental resilience. When you make it a habit to acknowledge the positive aspects of your life, you train your mind to focus on abundance rather than scarcity. This mindset strengthens your ability to face challenges because you learn to see the silver linings even in difficult situations. You become more adept at finding peace and contentment, regardless of external circumstances. Gratitude is not about denying your difficulties or pretending everything is perfect. It's about recognizing that, despite the challenges, there is always something to appreciate. This practice does not ignore the hardships, but helps you balance them with a focus on the positive. It allows you to maintain a sense of hope and perspective, knowing that life is full of trials and blessings. Habit 7. Practice self-discipline. Self-discipline is the cornerstone of a virtuous and fulfilling life. It's the ability to control your impulses, to act in line with reason and principles, and to choose what's right over what's easy or convenient. The Stoics understood that mastering self-discipline is essential for living a life of purpose, integrity, and wisdom. Without discipline, even the best intentions falter. But with it, you can achieve your highest potential and face life's challenges with resilience and clarity. Every night, challenge yourself to reflect on how you practiced or struggled with self-discipline throughout the day. Did you give in to procrastination when you could have acted with purpose? Were there moments when you let your emotions take over, steering you away from the calm rationality that Stoicism encourages? Did you choose comfort over growth? This habit of nightly reflection helps you identify where you succeeded and where you could improve. By honestly assessing your actions, you allow yourself to grow stronger, more focused, and more self-aware. Self-discipline isn't just about denying yourself pleasures or forcing yourself through hard work. It's about aligning your actions with your higher goals and values. It's about saying no to distractions, temptations, and unproductive habits, so you can say yes to the things that truly matter. When you practice self-discipline, you're strengthening your willpower and gaining control over your life's direction. As Epictetus wisely said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." This is the essence of self-discipline, the ability to master yourself and not be ruled by fleeting desires or external circumstances. When you commit to practicing this discipline each day, you become the architect of your own life. You decide your actions, not your whims or cravings. Reflect on the small moments throughout the day when you could have exercised more discipline. Perhaps it was resisting the urge to check social media while working, or making the decision to prepare a healthy meal instead of opting for fast food. These might seem like minor decisions, but they accumulate over time and shape your character. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about progress. Each small act of discipline strengthens your will and reinforces your commitment to a life of virtue. Set a goal each night. Practice self-control in small but meaningful ways the following day. It could be as simple as waking up early, choosing to meditate before the chaos of the day begins, or tackling that one task you've been putting off. The more you practice, the stronger your willpower becomes, and over time, the easier it is to make decisions that align with your values. Self-discipline, like any skill, requires consistent effort and practice. Every time you resist the temptation to take the easy route, you're training your mind and body to act with purpose. The Stoics believed that self-discipline was the key to living a life of virtue. It is through discipline that we cultivate courage, wisdom, and temperance. Without it, we are at the mercy of our emotions and desires, reacting impulsively rather than acting deliberately. As Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Practicing self-discipline helps you tap into that inner power, giving you the strength to navigate life's challenges with calmness and focus. These are the 7 Stoic habits you should practice every night. If you make them part of your routine, you'll become stronger, calmer, and more focused, living a life of purpose and virtue, no matter how chaotic the world may seem. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and comment, "I am resilient," to let me know you made it to the end. Don't forget to subscribe for more Stoic insights and practical advice. Thanks for watching, and remember, you have the power to change your life. Be Stoic, my friends.